Is this thing on? Hello? I think you can hear me. I don't know. Let's find out. Give me 1 second here. Sweet. Yeah, we should have. Why not have music actually? Because this is just on YouTube. I forgot. Oops. Oh well. Just hang out a cappella, right? I can't hear anything out of this. Why? So no speakers. Oh, because it's on the other one. Should be able to hear now. What? Why is this? Hold on, guys. I don't know what the fuck's going on here. I can't even hear anything. Why is there no sound? I'm checking my phone. I don't know if you guys can hear me or not. Mic check, mic check.
Mic check, mic check.
Okay, it does work. Let's see. I should have did it with the music. Oh well. But what are you guys up to out there? Hope you're doing well. I'm just gonna hang out for a little bit with you guys here. Kind of getting my setup going again. The different things. Why is it like blinking here? What the heck? But let's see how many people are entered into that giveaway that I have going. I wonder. Alrighty, so 2 days left, 429 entries. That's wild. Thank you guys for all entering. The ones that I've actually entered and done all the requirements. Thank you, thank you. Appreciate that. Wow, we're at 305 subscribers or followers on Twitch. So that's good. Trying to have my Twitch and my YouTube kind of match together. That are excuse me. Wow, Twitter's almost at 1,000. Wowee. Wow. It's wild. Let me share this out. Let's see. We are live. Come on by. That's pretty good. Then got stuff up here too, but because I'm gonna do some add-ons. I got Orcs Must Die, and I also have the Little Nightmares add-on. So I'm gonna try to do that maybe today. I don't know if I'll get to the Orcs Must Die stuff today, but definitely gonna look at it. Okay, pro backlog. Purchase titles. So you can take more off the first looks. Just an Ep story. Good stuff. If you guys haven't checked that one out, check that one out. Still a lot of first looks to do here. Holy cow. Let's see, Dragon Quest. Oh, okay, so we might even get on the JRPG train this weekend here too. I might do Dragon Quest and Octopath, maybe, because Octopath, I'm still crushed on Octopath, to be honest. Like it sucks. I really messed up on a fight, and I kind of don't want to go back and do it again, but gonna have to. Games to beat or games beat on here. All right, let's start to add more here soon. All right, this, just put that. Okay. And let me check on over here. Trying to get to the analytics thing. There we go. Okay. Yeah, I don't know. We've beaten like a good handful of games on Stadia. We still have more to beat. I'm gonna probably be doing a lot of that here. I'm gonna try to do like 1 or 2 first looks each day too. So I have now, let's see, 3, 1, 2, oops. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. So 21, 22, 23. So I have 23 still that I need to look at. Valkyria Chronicles 4, I don't know if I'll count that just because I've already looked at it on other things. But I don't know. So there's a good like 20. But Saints Row 4 and Tomb Raider, those will kind of wait until I get to them. Same with the Life is Strange and Hotline Miami 2. So I'd like to try Hotline Miami 1 first, maybe beat it, and then go to 2. But just for spoilers and stuff, I don't want to deal with that. Yeah, let's see. Let's start to write a priority list here. Hold on. I should have did this on StreamYard. I'm sorry, guys. Wasn't really thinking. All right, so list. Let me grab that. Oh, no. You already have it here. Oh, March Pro backlog. Okay, so, oh, no. First looks. We're going to rearrange it off of that. So there's a little bit of a priority here. Let me make sure they're arranged. All right, we just got to move a few things. After Hotline Miami. Okay, and then Little Nightmares 2, we'll do after we do the Orcs Must Die and the what's it called? The Little Nightmares. I got the add-on for Little Nightmares. Something of the Maw. I don't know. Then I'll get that add-on for that. There's so many add-ons too on Stadia. It's crazy. It's cray. Plus add-on. Okay. So I'll have that plus the add-on, and then let me see. It's pretty much the way that we'll do the first looks here, because we still need to do fogs. I'd like to do that with someone. So if you guys have fogs up there, I definitely would like to collaborate on that. Let me move that. So actually, that leads Hotline Miami for tonight, pretty much here. Let's. Oh shit. Oh shit. Nope, I did not mean to do that. All right. Well, what's up, Mr. Slusher? Is it Boosteroid Ron today? How you doing, sir? Yeah, 3080 tiers is expensive, dude. It's expensive. Real expensive. Man. Oh, wait, no, it didn't. Oh, fogs. Went pro and collaborate. All right, and then essentially, Merrick's Market, that's going to be another like multiplayer collaboration. Because then we have stuff here that we have to beat. Had to like go of $240 a year. Yeah, dude, it's way too much for what it gives you. Like, again, like I just can't, I don't know. I still can't justify the cost for it. Like, even if Monster Hunter was on there, I still couldn't even pay for that much. Like, I still couldn't do that. That's way too much. Just to even like get anything on there or do anything. It's like $20. Why? Do I also get an ass wipe out of it too? I don't know. But I believe it. Oh, excuse me. Wow, there's still so much for the first looks. There's wow. So we might do Hotline Miami and then SpongeBob. Maybe some Floor Kids action, because gosh, it's gonna take a while just to even do all these. You know, got Trine 4, Cronus Before the Ashes, Valkyria Chronicles 4, Paw Patrol, Spirit's Lucky Adventure, Hello Engineer, 100 Days. Oh, the Transformers got mixed with 100 Days. It's funny. It's like it looks shorter. Transformer Battlegrounds into the end, which I might actually move into the end up towards the top, because I shout out to Mr. 1030 Plays. I think he wants me to do that one. So I might do that. I'll kind of move the Dragon game next to the other kid games. So that way I'll get all the kid games kind of just knocked out in one night or something. All right, so Dragon. Ooh, Shantae's Risky Revenge. That can go up too in the higher priority list here. I have looked at it on Luna, though. Maybe after Into the End. Because Hotline Miami, I have seen gameplay of it, but I'm not really too privy to that type of game. But, yeah. All right, yeah, no, I like how this list is turning here. And then we got, yeah, I'll kind of save, like, Transformers, One Hand Clapping, Merrick's Market. Merrick's Market, we might play, like, in a group setting. I still would like to see how that works, but, yeah. Imagine how many games you could buy for $240. Yeah, it's about, like, 3 or 4 games, maybe. Depends on what games we're talking with tax and everything. And if it's an indie game, that's even more games. Like, that's like at least 8 indie games then if you do that, you know? So, yeah, I don't know. Like saying like the indie games are less than $30 or around that. You can get a lot of games with that. So, but to think about it, it's like you got to pay that, and then you got to pay GFN, and then it's like, okay, then you get that. It's like, no. Now let me just pay one fee, get access to the online, and not to worry about anything else. But it makes sense. It's just, again, it's a middleman service, conduit service. So it's just you just pay for the use of that service. But yeah, it's definitely not marketed towards like cloud gamers or just collectors even, or it's more so like just designed, I think, for the hardcore entirely, for the hardcore and for the PC gamers. But again, because there's people that pay for it just because they can't get a 3080, which, I mean, at the end of the day, do you really need a 3080? Not really. You don't really need to, and then you're going to pay even more at the ass just to have temporary access, which might as well just save the money that you're spending, and then when it becomes available, you could just go buy the 3080. But that's, I don't know. That's what I would do, or just go buy, if you're just so gung ho on the 3080, just go buy a PC pre-built Omen PC and then just rip it out. If you don't care about money. Hey yo, what's up, man? Games, how's it going, man? Nice to see you. I'm just kind of making a priority list of the first looks. Probably gonna do the next like 2 or 3 we'll do is probably like Into the End and Shantae's and Hotline Miami. And then I'm gonna try to do them like in 3s or 4s, right? Because I have like a good 24, 25 games still to try. So it could take me like a week to do that if I do like, you know, a couple each day. Which is kind of funny to think about. And then after that, let's see, first looks, then we'll kind of jump into the JRPG stuff. And we'll kind of be working on the backlog too. Like our backlog right now has like over the top 3 right now that I'll be kind of working away on. And then once I kind of like, that's also how I kind of play so many games is I do it in pieces, right? Like I don't just go jumping into things. I plan everything out. So, but let's see. So pro backlog, I kind of have it arranged in the way that I like it right now. I might change up the order a little bit, but right now Life is Strange is towards the top, which definitely want to finish that. Dawn of Monsters, almost finished with that. Had to finish up some Egypt and then the last area. Getting S+ on everything. I just have to do that now for the last like 2. So that's almost done. And then Dawn of Monsters, or not Dawn of Monsters, that's what I was just talking about. Dark Side Detective, A Fumble in the Dark. Love that series. Definitely, you know, once I kind of get more on my schedule, I'll be streaming that more and stuff. And that should finish within like a week or 2. And then hypothetically, let's see. I don't know. I can't see the count. Is there a line number count on this? Nope. We'll just count it real quick. Hold on. 6, 9, 12, 15, 18, 21, 24, 27, 30, 33, 36, 39, 42, 45, 48, 51, 54, 57, 60, 63, 66. So 68 games, dude. 68 games I gotta do on my backlog, dude. On my pro backlog. That's the pro backlog. 68 games. What? I'm gonna post a status of that. 68 games in my pro backlog, bro. That is a lot of cheddar trees just sitting there that I didn't have to pay nothing for. 68 games in my Stadia Pro backlog. Oh my gosh. That's a lot of games. That's a lot of games. I feel it. I have yet to play any of those titles mentioned, so I'll gladly tune in for those. 68, not bad, right? 68, definitely not that bad, right? 68 games to beat on the pro backlog. I mean, how long will it take me? Like 70 years, something like that, right? Something like that. And I lived about 30 so far, so might finish it on my 100th birthday. The backlog and everything. Oh my gosh, that's crazy to think about, man. But that's just on the pro backlog, dude. I don't even have all my games listed on here. Like I have a JRPG list too, so this is also kind of backlog too. We got Dragon Quest 11, Echoes of an Elusive Age, got Octopath Traveler, Final Fantasy 15, Cosmic Star Heroine, and Ys 8, Lacrimosa of Dana. So it's just like, those are also long ones too. Well, that's not even all the JRPGs that I have on here. There's still Judgment. There's still Trails of Cold Steel. There's, Valkyria Chronicles 4. There's still a lot that I have to do. And then just like I do have some purchase purchase games, right? We got FIFA. Like these are my purchased, like I call them purchased games, pro games, sports, and racing fighting games. So basically, like games that we could all play together. I'm gonna try to make like a shooter list too here soon. I'll kind of crunch down my library with all the shooters, so that way, like when people want to play certain games, right? Like, oh, I only play racing games. Okay, well, I have these racing games. The ones I have are Dirt 5, Grid, F1 2020, and MotoGP 2020. So, which MotoGP is pretty fun if you guys haven't tried that. But for sports games, we have FIFA 22, PGA Tour, 2K21 Tour. And we have NBA 2K20, the Street Power football game, and Riders Republic. So those are like the sports games I got. So kind of be tucking away on those too on the side. There's just so much. That's light work. You're the world famous planning squid. Oh yeah, you got that right. Bet your bottom dollar. You'll be here playing with your great grandkids. Oh yeah, they're gonna be playing. Like, little Johnny, go do this level for me. You want that? You want that $10? Go do this. No, I don't know. Or I'll give you a whooping. Nah. That's how I train them, right? That's how I get the generations to follow the squid, and the squid abides by all the rules, and but that's like the purchased in pro games that I got for like sports racing and fighting games. Oh, I didn't even do the fighting. Hold on, I need to do that. Hold on, we'll do that together here. I was like, wait, but where's fighting? So fighting games, we have Power Rangers, Battle for the Grid, or of the Grid, or wait, it's for the grid or of the grid? I think it's for the grid. I don't know. We'll just go with that. And then Mortal Kombat. We might get match treats. I gotta still budget some things and see and do this giveaway first before I look at match treats. Unless you guys literally donate for that entirely. Like I'd have to get Cash App or something for it because it's really that tight for me. But yeah, no, that's one way I could do that. I know a lot of people want to see me play that, so I may have to wait to do that, but at least longer than I'd like. But hoo-wee, how many games are on pro? Minus that one is my backlog. How many games are on pro? That's a good question, Metal Wolf. Good question. Too many. To be honest, though, I think there's like what? How many games went Stadia Pro? There's like I don't think there's actually a list like that, to be honest. Now that I think about it. Like I can look at maybe InLed to see if maybe he has that, but even him, I don't know. And the squid indeed abides. Indeed. Let me see off of InLed stuff to see maybe off of his information. Maybe I can extrapolate off of that. Let's see. So that is a good question. Let me check off of his, because he has a game monitor thing that he does. If you guys don't know InLed, he's pretty cool with his I'll link his Twitter so you guys can see what I'm looking at right now. Check out InLed stuff. He's an awesome German. My fellow German friends here. Like, okay, so available pro games. 135 games on Stadia Pro. Like, or probably more than that. I think there's more than that. Hold on. No. No, that seems about right. That seems about right. Because it was like 50 within this last year, and then it was another like 50. So it's like almost like you get. It's safe to say you get like within the 3 years, pretty much like what was that 40 something games on Pro. So it's almost safe to say like you get like here. Let's do that math real quick because it's 35, 135 over basically 12, right? So it's about it's yeah, it's technically like 11. If you really break it down, it's almost like 11 games each month, but we'll do it over 3 years. So let's do 135, then divide that by, let's see, so 3 months or 3 years would be 24, and then 36. So 36 months. So basically, it's safe to say, like, it's safe to say with this, like, if my calculations are correct, 3.75. So you almost get 4 games a month just from Pro. Yeah, the value that you get from these games, the ones that are out there right now, total value in US dollars, 3,585. Bro. Bro. And then I've only paid for, honestly, I've only paid not even a year. Like I think I paid maybe a year and a half because I've gotten so much free time. That's insane value. That's insane value right there. Just on Pro alone. Let me reply to Metal Wolf. Shout out to @inled for this chart info. 135 games Pro, valued at $3,585, which $585. That's insane. That's insane value. That is crazy. Amazon Luna is $76 a year. That's if you're on the $6. So that's, I don't know. I'm still salty about that because it's just like, I don't know, the people that aren't on Luna right now, like more so like the Canadian friends and all the other people that don't have access to it, they are going to be stuck on the $10 price, which I still think that's not really fair for what Luna offers for $10. Like definitely not a $10 subscription fee by any means. They need to add, like people always complain about Stadia not having games. That they need to add more games on there. They need to add more multiplayer things on there. I understand there's Luna Couch, but for $10, like you can just do Stadia Pro and then pretty much get a majority of that Luna library and online. So I don't know. I don't know. And it's more available in other regions like, you know, Canada and UK for one. Like still surprised Luna's not available in Canada at least. But in time, I guess, right? But this is crazy information right here, actually. This is what I was looking for. I'm going to probably talk about this a little bit tomorrow on my show. Shout out to Inled, man. He's crazy. Yeah, and then if you're subscribed for 29 months, that's technically $290, almost $300 that you spent, and you got, if not 1,000% more. No. I don't know. So 300. Oh, whoops. Can't do this math. Oops. Yeah, that's pretty crazy to think about. So if, like you're actually even getting a discount for the games. Like I just calculated what that would be. You spent $300 to get 3,058 games. If you did that, that's almost like you technically, like Stadia's almost giving us free games at this point. Like you get a game almost $12 a game, like $12 a game pretty much. No, it's hold on, I'm doing weird math here. That's not right. That isn't right. Times 12. No, that does not do that. Times 2 though. A little bit closer. Yeah, okay. Here's some weird math. But anyways, like Stadia Pro games, like just what I'm getting down to, boiling down to is just like the value. Like that's pretty crazy. That is pretty crazy. Just the fact that you just get this with your subscription. Ubisoft, $240 or $204 a year. That's way too expensive too. Game Pass, $200 a year. Yep, did that. Didn't do Game Pass, but I did like the $15 thing, and then plus WoW. Like I was playing for WoW and for Xbox. That was expensive, man. That was expensive with no job or anything either. That was crazy. Yo, I saw your Destiny 2 stream and that you did earlier. Whenever you're free, let's squad up again. All right, man. Yep. Yeah, value beats everything. Definitely value and convenience just reign supreme. Until I guess more people look at it that way, then again, people are going to still complain like there's no games. And they also just don't know that I think the process or understand the whole process of making a game and how literally like Stadia is a Linux system. I'll just leave it like that. Like I need to start saying that more so people understand. Like it's a Linux system. There's only so many things that you could put on there. It is powerful, yes, but it also has, it bottlenecks itself just because of how complex everything is with it. Yes, you could do a lot of things with it, but you also have to know what the fuck you're doing. Otherwise, it's not going to do nothing for you. But I don't know. That's why I like programming because just you could do so much with it. Like either make games, make app. There's so many things. Do billing things with it, and it's almost like a weird math thing in a way. I don't know. But yeah, let's see. Subscription stats. See if there's a little bit more of some stuff here. Because shout out to Inled for breaking all this down. I don't know how he does it, but yeah. Okay, so this is what I was looking for. Yeah, so it's about $25 per game. So that's like the value of the game that you're getting. So $25, either more or less, is safe to say that game is going to go pro. So that's where that thinking comes from. Where not like I'm trying to tell people to not buy games, but like before you buy a game, if it's like more or less than 30, definitely consider that it might go pro. Or if you can get it like on a half off cost or something like that, definitely look for the sales. All you can with that stuff because I've definitely wasted a lot more money than I needed to on this platform just because I wasn't patient or just again with the way how pro works. It's like I think honestly all the games are going to go pro eventually, like every single one of them, outside of like maybe the Ubisoft and a few other ones, but just because of how Ubisoft has their own structure for the for the Ubisoft Plus, they don't want to cut that out, right? They want to obviously make people go for that higher route for $10 versus or for $15 versus 10. So there's that as well. So that's why again, like you may see a Ubisoft game eventually, but you also may not, just because they don't want to hurt their own strategy, their own business strategy. Let's see. And then let's see, is there other good stuff on here? Game availability. Does that show anything? Oh yeah, let's see. Oh, these are just all. It's a pro calculator, so it's just a pro calculator. Doesn't do any of the other games, which I'm still fine with that. Oh, I can filter it though. Oh, Ubisoft, damn. So Ubisoft Plus or Stadia Pro. Let me look at Ubisoft Plus real quick. Ubisoft needs to be $9.99. Yeah, it should be. I think that could also be a little bit cheaper, but I had it for like 2 or 3 months and I just wasn't comfortable with paying that fee. It was too much. Let's see. So how many are in here? So that's actually pretty good value too, though. That's still pretty good value if you actually like are in the ecosystem for the Ubisoft games. I'm not really too much into them because I still have to go back and beat the other ones, outside of like Division and a few other ones. But just like that's like I'm not going to go through the Assassin's Creed or the Far Cry's or the Watch Dogs until I kind of beat the beginning ones. So it's like that's where it's not really too enticing for me. And then I just go buy like I have Division, I have Ghost Recon, I have Riders Republic. I already have Origins on my Xbox, so it's like I already have a good chunk of these games on there. So I'm not really gonna be subscribing to it because then it's gonna take away from all the other games that I have personally, and then just wasting my own money again. But this one, I mean, pretty good value on it. Like if you just had Ubisoft set up and you wanted to play Ubisoft games only, you could technically do that with Stadia, and also branch out to GFN and Luna because that's the other cool thing with Ubisoft Plus is that you can use it on other systems too. So that's the cool thing there. The value with it is about $1,946, so about $1,900 for the 204 over the year. So just like you're kind of just paying 10% of that in a way, which is kind of good. So then over like a couple years, then it's like that much that you spent over that time. But it's also, again, like if you like those games and if you want to spend a lot of time on those games, then I guess get that. But for me, I just can't justify it because I got so many other games to play. And then I still have to beat a lot of the other earlier Ubisoft titles before I even jump into some of these. So that's where I'm at with like Ubisoft Plus too, though, because I did have it for like 3 or 4 months, but it wasn't for me. It's just too much. Did too much. Destiny 2 is best value in gaming. Yeah, definitely is. But also it's a certain type of game too. So not everyone does like that type of game. Because trust me, I got a handful of friends that just do not like Destiny 2 at all. At all. But it's, I mean, a pretty pivotal game to be available for free from, I think it was day one on Stadia and just in general, like for free. And then you get the expansions pretty much. I don't think you could still do that now, but that's how I had the other past expansions. I just used the Stadia Pro thing and I got the collection from it being free and on Pro. And then I bought Witch Queen and I bought Beyond Light. So those are the only like ones I bought from like, I guess the Stadia store in general. I did buy Beyond Light for my Xbox. I'm going to buy Witch Queen for my Xbox maybe in a couple months, but we'll see. Let me grab more of these fighting games. I don't think I have. There has to be more than that I have. Power Rangers and Battle for the Grid. Or Power Rangers and Mortal Kombat. I think there's one more that I'm missing. Oh, I guess you could say Cake Bash, right? Yeah, Cake Bash is a bit. Let's say that Cake Bash. What's another that I have? Nope. Yeah, because I'll get the list of the shooters, and I know there's a lot of people that like playing shooters out there, so we'll figure that out too. Yeah, I don't see any other fighting games. I mean, kind of count Avengers, but not really. You can't versus. But just the fact, like, again, pulling back the layers, like, just the fact that we have these big titles. I mean, sure, they're not the big titles that everyone wants, but they're big titles. And just the whole part of how, technical it is to get Stadia stuff on here. Like, it's crazy just that most of these games are even available on here. Oh, Dragon Ball Xenoverse. Ah, yeah, I do have that. Yeah, so if you guys have Dragon Ball Z, Xenoverse, definitely like playing that game. That one's fun. Dragon Ball Xenoverse 2. Yes. Okay. Yeah, I think that would be it. Yep, because then here's the other stuff. No other fighting or anything really. Nope, nope. Okay, so yeah, we got actually like 4 fighting type games. Got Power Rangers Battle for the Grid, Mortal Kombat 11 Ultimate, Cake Bash, and Dragon Ball Xenoverse 2. Pretty nifty, pretty nifty. Just kind of going back through it again to see. I guess you could put Gunsport under sports games, right? Yeah. Battle for the Grid. Yes, I got it right. Okay, so we'll put Gunsport up there with sports too, because I mean it's in the name, right? Gunsport, and it's pretty much like volleyball with guns, and we could play that together with the community. Let's look for other ones here. Let's see. Into the Breach. No. Let's see. MotoGP. We already got. Okay. Wow, there's so many games on here. I guess you could write Wreckfist in there too for racing. 'Cause it has cars. Yeah. Okay. Wow. Got a little bit more, and then we'll probably do a shooter list maybe either tonight or later. I don't know. Wow. There's a lot. Oh, and I forgot. I already got Rainbow Six Siege and Extraction, so it's like that's the other part too of why I don't need Ubisoft because I have a good chunk of them. Okay, so that's done. So now we just got to do a shooters list, but we'll do that a little bit later. Yeah, I just wanted to kind of hang out with you guys, kind of just talk with y'all. Yeah, my Xbox is broken though. The older Xbox is completely broken now. I'm gonna still try to salvage it maybe one day. I don't know. It just has power issues now, so it doesn't even stay on. So I don't know what I'll do. I'll probably just use that as a paperweight. But I don't know. It sucks. But I have the Xbox Series X, so I'm not too upset about it. But it's just, man, that was the thing I used for my Game Pass and a few other things. But I don't know. Maybe I could turn it on again because I was trying to do the update on it and it just would not update. They'd do it like halfway, and then halfway it'd actually shut off, and so I couldn't actually finish the update or anything on it. So it just kind of stuck. So maybe we'll go back and try to do that again later in a week or two. I don't know. So right now I'm just gonna really focus on Stadia, Luna, GFN a bit, Switch, get more Pokemon stuff done, get some Xbox stuff done. Have to go back and play Bioshock, which I don't know when I'll do that. Still salty about that, and I kind of don't want to play it because then if it happens again, then I'll have to do all that stuff again. So I don't know. It's like I'll probably wait a while before I go back to that. But for right now, it's like, yeah, there's a lot of stuff I got moving. Twitch content, pretty much going to be Luna stuff with some light Xbox. So Luna stuff would be pretty much like medium and horror games and other games too. Destiny 2 on Xbox, Halo Infinite, and Apex, and then whatever else maybe I might be playing with my friends. Stream that too. But in all honesty, that's kind of like where we're at with content. Like we're doing the talk shows, we're grinding these games. We got plenty of games to grind, so it's like, oh, gonna cry. There's no Elden Ring or Dying Light 2 on Stadia. No, we got all these fucking games to play. So I don't know. What's up, man? I could not get into BioShock Infinite. Yeah, the other ones, no, sir. I feel it. I feel it. Each one has like a different vibe. Infinite has more of like, was it because it's like underwater? Do you have like claustrophobic tendencies or something? Like, was that why, or just the story? I don't know. I like it. It's interesting though, because it's just like, I don't know. Just the whole story of it is pretty interesting to me. Just like how they all trying to make the society down there, and then it just kind of went to crazy town a bit. Here, let's just do the shooter list. Might as well, right? Because we got purchase games, which I'll go over the next like 3 or 4 on there, so you guys kind of have an idea of which purchase games I'll be grinding away. So when you see me playing 1 or 2 of them, you'll know like it's on and popping. We got Wolfenstein Youngblood, Destroy All Humans, Little Big Workshop, and Sekiro Shadows Die Twice. So definitely going to be looking at those kind of for purchase games, and then still beating some of the backlogs, still doing some JRPG stuff, and then still doing the shows and living our life. It's going to be crazy the next couple months here. Actually, the water part was fine. I have this thing about games that have, the 50s vibes. It just never really kept my attention. I feel it. Yeah, it like kind of like how like Fallout is and stuff, like a little bit like that. Because like my brother likes those types of games a lot, but I personally wasn't really into those too much. But I don't know. I definitely get what you mean on that with that vibe. Like it's an interesting vibe for sure. And then we got, last but not least, I wanted to go over like some of the tech, which it's funny. I'm going to take this power strip thing off. I don't know if I need it anymore. Maybe I still do for the 2 extra pieces. It's funny. I have a power strip that has 6. I need something that has 8. So I can have my potato PC and my Switch plugged in still, and then pretty much have my whole setup going, which is funny because I can't like, there's literally only two power things over here. There's a cable over there, but it's just like it's over there, and I'd have to get an extension cable, run that over here, and yeah. But who knows? Maybe I'll just do that behind these curtains and stuff. Just have a wire mess behind there. But nah, I can't do that too. But yeah, I just need to plug in my Switch and then my potato PC, and then my setup is pretty much complete, fully powered. Where the hell is World War Z on Stadia? I think it's coming. It's going to be either the end of this month or next month for Pro. I think that's going to be one of those. Here, I'll go over some of those too, so you guys kind of have stuff to like marinate and think about. I'll go over some of them because, mind you, it's member content piece on the Stadia Dosage channel. If you go on and see my predictions on there, become a member, and then you can see some member exclusive content on there. Pretty much of like Stadia predictions of games. Some that are confirmed, some that I kind of threw in there that I thought. We'll make a list, and then we'll kind of do that after. Well, we'll do the list after that, actually, because we're talking about it now. But to finish up the tech, I have to get this. Well, I don't actually need it anymore because I was going to get it because my setup, but now I don't need it because the Xbox doesn't work on it. But I might still get the DVI to HDMI cable. Hopefully that can work. And then I could just hook up my Switch that way and then have my potato PC hooked up to the HDMI and pretty much just call it a day with that, and then have all my stuff just powered on and then just be lurking like crazy like I always do and grinding away on all the games like I always do too. But yeah, that's the plan. Take over the world. No, I'm just kidding. And then just so you know, like some of the games that I am actually like going to be getting eventually, I don't know when. These are like purely ones that I want. There are some that I have to get on Xbox, mostly Switch. It's one Xbox game actually. Yeah, one Xbox game. Wow. Okay. Just go over this list real quick. We got Elden Ring. Gonna get that on Xbox, probably physical one day in a month or 2. I don't know. Monster Hunter still outsold it. If you guys are thinking Elden Ring went big, Monster Hunter outsells that thing on each, pretty much each one that it comes out with. At least it needs the 14, 15 million sales on Monster Hunter. So just saying, just to put that out there, right? Just to put that out there. Then you got Triangle Strategy. That's another Switch game. Like playing that game a lot. There's a demo on Switch. If you guys haven't played that, definitely check that game out. Eastward, another great game, indie game. Want to get for my Switch. I'm gonna buy that probably on it. I think the physical edition might be out now, so I might try to get that for the collection. Advance Wars 1 and 2 remake, like basically Advance Wars 1 and 2 made from the ground up, and just like, what more do you want? And then Splatoon's 3, that's going to be around summertime. Pokemon Arceus Daybreak, and then Monster Hunter Rise Sunbreak, which no relation. I don't know what. Like, I think that's funny. Copy paste literally with that, but that'll be in the summer. And then I still got to get Xenoblade Chronicles 2 plus the expansion and Xenoblade Chronicles 3. So there's a lot of Xenoblade Chronicles I got to get here this year. So I'll be getting those. And then pretty much Breath of the Wild 2, not 3. Chronicles. And then we got Pokemon Scarlet or Violet. I don't know which I'll do. I might actually go dual this time. I normally don't go dual, but I might do it this time. Just for the one time, you know? So if my brother's being all bougie and like, I'm not buying that game. Like, he didn't want to buy, what was it? The Shining Pearl and Bright Diamond or whatever. And I was like, dude, you're lame. So I'll probably buy a duel, and then like when I see him, I'll just give him the other one or something and be like, hey, here you go. Here you go. Get on out of here then. But no, it's just me and my brother would always be playing all the Pokemon games, and the last couple he just hasn't been playing. He got Arceus, right? He got Arceus, he got Sword and Shield, but he didn't get, X and Y and Omega Ruby, all the other ones and stuff, and in between. Let's Go Eevee, all those other ones. Even the Diamond and Pearl, he's like, I didn't like those. I'm like, okay, whatever. I have a twin brother, by the way, so if you guys are wondering, we'd be playing all the games together. And then we got, here we go. Well, I could save that for later because I got some Stadia add-ons recently, like the Orcs Must Die and the Orcs Must Die, the Dirt add-on, and then I got Little Nightmares as well. Let me grab the charger. Where is the charger? Okay, definitely need this now. All right, let me turn this on too, so you guys have a little bit of a background thingy. Arceus was pretty good. I wonder how different Scarlet and Violet will be. Hopefully is on the same page as Arceus or better. I think it's going to be more of like Sword and Shield, but also kind of have that traditional feel like Arceus, kind of have the battles and stuff. So maybe like that, like a mix of them, right? Because I think, I don't know, or it could be like Sun and Moon. I think something like that, right? Not have gyms, but have like these trial things, so something different than gyms. So I don't know. We'll have to see. We'll have to see. The new Pokemon look pretty crazy. I'm probably gonna get the Weed Cat for sure. The Fire Croc looks cool, and so does the Water Duck. But let's be real here. We want to play the Weed Cat. We want to play the Weed Cat for sure. 100%. Let me get a shooters list going. Shooters on Stadia. So, okay. We'll start from the top. Destiny 2. Big one. Metro. I'm gonna put just group games like Metro Exodus and the other ones and stuff. I won't really put on there. It's just gonna be like group stuff we could play. So that way, it's like when I do my other shows and things and just talk with other people, they know like what games and stuff we have that we could play. I guess you could say Risk of Rain is a shooter in a way. I mean, kind of. No, I'm not gonna say that. No. Let's put 9 to 5. 2, 5, 9 to 5. Rainbow Six Extraction. Let's see. Had to come out and hang out with the squids. Hell yeah. Squid abides. Welcome to the show. We're just chilling, talking about all these games, any game really. Like talk about all the systems and everything too. But yeah, we're just chilling, vibing out. Shout out to Main Game. Shout out to Mr. Slasher for chilling in here too. We're just having a good time over here. No music. We're just kind of going a cappella, right? I forgot to do the music because we're on YouTube directly, and I should have did StreamYard, but oh well. But thanks for coming on by the climax. Appreciate you, man. I feel that I've always picked water type as my starter since red and blue. Might change things up for Scarlet and Violet. Yeah, man. Just get that weed cat. Just get the weed cat. You don't need to play the Donald Duck. You don't need to play Donald. He doesn't heal you in Kingdom Hearts. You don't need to play him in this. No. I know some people really want to play that duck too. I guess you could say Red Dead Redemption in a way, right? Yeah. Yeah, I guess you could say that. I don't know. Maybe no. We'll toss that in with like Saints Row and stuff, really. 'Cause it's not really a shooter. It kind of is, but it's more of like, like a GTA sim type thing or something. Cowboy sim. You got PUBG, Rainbow Six Siege. Okay. Oops. And then we have, let's see what else we got here. You could even count Outcasters, right? Yeah, that's a shooter. Outcasters. Let's see. Outriders. Outriders, Outcasters. No, Control's not really one. I'd say just action adventure type thing. You can say The Division too. Oops. Division 2. Let's see. Get that weed cat. Yeah. Get that weed cat. I mean, Captain Quack looks tight, but I might go green later this year. Yeah, man. Just gotta go green. It's probably gonna turn into some big fat cat thing. Avengers is a looter shooter. Yeah, you could say that too. That one's definitely like a looter for sure, though. I don't know I still need to beat the Wakanda expansion for that. So I'll toss that in with like the action adventure, like with Tomb Raider and Control. But I don't know. Like, yeah, I'm looking at some of these other ones. You can say, I guess Zombie Army 4 is, right? Yeah. Or no, we might just make a zombie category, but I don't know. We might still toss it in here. There's Zombie Army 4 and Strange Brigade. Strange Brigade. Borderlands 3. Wow. There's a lot of shooters in here. Mafia will say like is a GTA type thing. Village can be kind of that's a horror. But I'm not really seeing too many more. Oh, Ghost Recon. Breakpoint. Okay. And then Sniper Elite 4, that's another one. Wow. See, I'm like rediscovering some of these too. Just like, oh, forgot I had these in here. Hitman? I just count that like GTA pretty much. Not really a shooter. It can be. You can make it like a shooter, right? That's not the right way to play it. Wolfenstein Youngblood. I can't even type. That's on Youngblood. Wow. There's so many. Super hot mind control delete? Nah, that wouldn't count really. I mean, kind of is, but not really. I don't even know how to classify that game. Definitely not a shooter though. And then we got Metro Last Light, Metro Redux, 2023 or 2033. So we'll be playing 2033, and then we'll go through Last Light, and then we'll do the last one on Luna probably, unless it goes pro on here. Let's see. Are there any other shooters down here? No, I don't think so. Nope. Yeah, I guess. All right, so just to recap that list, there's Destiny 2, 9 to 5, Rainbow Six Extraction, PUBG, Rainbow Six Siege, Outcasters, Outriders, The Division 2, Zombie Army 4, Strange Brigade, Borderlands 3, Ghost Recon Breakpoint, Sniper Elite 4, and Wolfenstein Youngblood. And those are pretty much all the shooters that I have. Like, I know there's a lot more on the platform, but here's the ones I have personally. Some I did get for pro, some I didn't. So pro, and pro, and pro/free. Wow. Yeah, these. No, this is just free. This was pro/free. Okay. And then we used money on the Extraction and Siege. So that's what I mean by like Ubisoft games. I'll just go and buy the ones that I want. Extraction, Siege, Breakpoint, Division 2. Like I just went and bought each one of those, and I don't need to buy. Oh, Serious Sam is one too. Yeah. Serious Sam collection. Thanks, Mr. Slusher. Appreciate that. Yeah, I have that right now. Forgot I had that one. Outriders we bought. Division 2 we bought on a sale. Zombie Army 4 was free pro. Strange Brigade pro. Borderlands used money, but that was like $10. Same with Youngblood, $10. Breakpoint was probably the most expensive one I got on here because I got the Breakpoint discounted, and then I got the Ultimate discounted. So it's like I paid for the full cost of the game. That's funny to think about because Borderlands I didn't pay full price. Division 2 I didn't pay full price. Outriders didn't pay full price. Outcasters it was pro. Siege I didn't pay full price, or Extraction. And then I got the Destiny expansions. So, okay, I bought those. Yo, Squid, got a jet for our weekly date night. As always, I enjoyed my time with you and look forward to gaming with you soon. The Squid abides. Peace and love. Peace and love, brother. You have a good date night. Don't do anything I wouldn't do. And which is a lot. No, I'm just kidding. I'll talk with y'all later. And you have a good one. Thanks for coming on by Main Games. Appreciate you, brother. Serious Sam, though. Let me add that right now. That was pro. Serious Sam collection. We could even play that together, too. Let me scroll from the bottom here and go back up again from my own library. Yeah, and then we'll make like a GTA list or something, like GTA type games, right? Like you got Saints Row 3 and 4, and then you got Watch Dogs, and then you have what's that other one? I guess Cyberpunk 2 is considered that too, right? And then Red Dead Redemption 2. There's so many that are like GTA, but then people are like again complaining, where's GTA? Why isn't GTA on here? Let's play games that are better than it. I don't know. That's just my opinion, though. But yeah, that's the shooters list. And then let me pull up that last thing I was going to go over with you guys before we kind of cut this Hangout show down. Shooters on this, and then we got a Luna playlist too, but yeah, it's nothing too crazy. I'm probably going to cut out that for a while. Metro Exodus. Yeah, we still got to do a lot of stuff on here. Okay, so there's that. Oh, okay. So we already know about X Defiant, right? X Defiant is coming out. That's going to be pretty cool. They took out Tom Clancy's. I'm going to erase that off of there now. So it's just X Defiant. There's also Ghost Recon Frontline that we kind of heard about too. Sky Climbers we know about for sure too. Mafia 1 and 2 did get a rating. We saw World War Z. Should be around end of this month or start of April. Mad Streets just came out on the 15th. Let me write March 15 next to it. 22. So that one already is out. Jay and Silent Bob, that Chronic Blunt Punch game. Yeah, Death Carnival's on there too. Yep, Death Carnival. Fire Commander, Figment 2, Zoro, Tachia, Division Heartland, and there's also Avatar, the Frontier of Pandora. There's like, what? That's, how many games is that? 3, 6, 9, 12, 15, 16. So 16 games on here. And yeah, that's at least another 16 that still waiting to have come out. Kind of getting some dates for other things, but it's just, yeah, it's gonna be a matter of time. And then we just had, Dynasty Warriors, One's Justice, MotoGP 2021, Fast and Furious, Troll Hunters, Dirt 5 add-on, the Cyberpunk patch. Lamote is actually coming out next week. Dawn of Monsters was this month as well, and then we still have Oddballers, which is this month as well from Ubisoft later at this month. This year as well, we had Destiny 2, Witch Queen. There's the season 2 of The Division coming out later this year. Assassin's Creed Dawn of Ragnarok and Discovery Tour Viking Age. There's even more ESO stuff. So all the Far Cry stuff, like, all the Joseph Seed, the Far Cry 4 Ming, and then the Far Cry 3, I put Island Boy for that guy. And then just, yeah, and then there's also Calico and Lake that we know about too. Stadia has no games, right? God, you know who I'm talking about too, and just it bothers me when people are like, but they need to have, if they had these games, more people would be on here. No. I really beg to differ, because there's a lot of big games on here, but it just, again, with the way of how people know of Stadia and things, they just won't try it because they believe the rhetoric and other things. But there's other contributing factors, really, just like either people are too, again, like my brother, he's too bougie to do it. He's like, oh, I got that big PC, I don't need to play Stadia. It's like a pride thing, right? I don't know. It's a gamer's pride thing. She Dreams Elsewhere is another one that's like up in the air. We don't know when that is. Same with Calico and Lake. So it's like, between all that, like, if you don't like any of those games, I really don't know what to tell you. You're not a gamer. You're really not a gamer. I had to say it that way, but it's true. It's really true. At that point, like, you can't be satisfied, and I'm sorry that you like the 1 or 2 games. I guess get those 1 or 2 games on your system that you already have, or that you don't have, and hopefully it's on GFN or maybe on Shadow, if you could do it that way. Well, I think everything's on Shadow, right? But I don't know. But Stadia is not doing enough, right? Stadia is not doing enough. It makes me laugh to think about. Man, there's so many games. Like even just on my library alone, I have 160 games on here. We only went through like not even all of them, but a good chunk of them. Because there's still, I didn't classify all of them, right? There's still platformers. There's still like the GTA like ones. So the action adventure type games on here. There's so many types of games. The point and click games. I'm not gonna even make all those different lists, but it's just, yeah, Shadow $30 a month. I think so. It's still expensive. I think $30 or $20 because they have like 2 tiers or whatever. I think. Subscribe. Let's find out. So Shadow is just one trick pony, huh? One level, huh? Arizona. Good news. So I have to make an account. So it's $20 a month. Yeah, $30. And I'll receive Shadow within 5 working days. So they have to like put my profile on there, which it's funny how it takes like 5. Why does it take 5 days for my account to be made? I just paid you my money. So I don't know. I guess those that want to do that, I might start recommending that for them. Like, hey, you could do that. Just go get a Shadow PC. It's just going to cost you more. But I don't want to pay more. Okay, so stop complaining about Stadia not having this stuff. Because there's ways that you can get it in your cloud system and things, but not having it on Stadia is not the end all be all, right? So I don't know. I understand people want to use Stadia's features and everything too, but it's just, again, at the end of the day, you're just complaining about something that really doesn't matter because at the end of the day, like Google looks at how big these games are, like how many different people actually play them and still play them and how many sales. Like sure, there's sales that spike up right now, but then what about like down the road in a year or two? Are people still going to be playing it or not playing it? So that's the other part too that they look at is like replay value. Elden Ring is almost like hype, right? Like or like not Sekiro either, but it's like you can only play so much of that unless you actually like love that type of game or something like that, right? I don't know. I'll let you guys know more on it once I kind of get it, but even still, it's just like people are treating it like almost like the second coming and things like that with that game, or with like again Dying Light. I always bring that one up. It's just funny, or like how people like to throw that Guardians of the Galaxy. And then let's be real here. If that game was on here, how many people would even play it? I don't know. Like, and it's all up to Square to even make that onto here, which they kind of self-exclude things, right? So that way it's more isolated for other systems. So they could capitalize more. Oh, hi, Kitty. But that's kind of like the predictions for this year, at least. A little light version of it. Some of them are kind of confirmed, some aren't. Some are like, it's purely speculation, though. Purely speculation. But I just wanted to talk a little bit on that, so that way if you guys were wondering out there what games, things like that are coming or looking forward to, that's a little light reminder on some games. There's a lot of games. Again, like it's funny how people like to claim there's no games. Not too many people will play it. Yeah, exactly. Like a good, maybe a good couple thousand people will play that game, or it could attract other people to the platform. But then at the same time, you have to look at how many people are going to be accessing it. So if there's a lot of people trying to access it and then it's not that same experience, then they're just going to go and instantly go and refund that shit too. So that's the other part too. They got to make that version like pristine. And let alone like this game has a lot of issues already and glitches already. So it's just like, I don't know. Not too many people are playing it on other platforms. Yeah, it's mostly like PC people that are playing it. It's kind of a broken game, to be honest, just like how every other game is released. Let's see, what did I... Because it's like, if you look at the active players and they sold like 13 million or so, like you can kind of look at that, right? Like right now, let's see, within the last like 24 hours, oh, that was, hold on. Let me look at something that's more recent. Oh, Steam players. Yeah, so it's like not even a million players are active on Steam for it. So that just shows you like right there, why the fuck would Stadia want that when they sold 14 million or more, right? But then it's only like less than 1 million people playing it at a time. That's not really good. I mean, yeah, the number is big and stuff, but that's only going to go down over time. If you look at like how many people are on like Destiny 2, it peaks. It's only like 289, but just having that all the time, pretty much on average, it's like 100. So it peaks up, but I don't know. You can have that, or you can have this like high amount of players for like 3 or 4 months, and then the next shiny object comes out, right? And then they go jump onto that. I don't know. I really don't know, but I'm surprised that there's not more than 1 million when they are apparently have sold 14 million. The people just like start playing it and then just was like, yeah, that doesn't really look too good, to be honest. Let's see how many people are playing Dying Light. Dying Light 2 on Steam. Player count. Yeah, so Dying Light, it peaked on Steam with 275 players on Steam. So that, again, like, that's another big popular game. People are just like, Stadia needs to have it. They're dead because they don't have it. Nah, not really. But it is one of the most played games, though, on Steam. But still, like, the amount of players that are playing it, it's not as much. Let's see. What's another, like, one? Guardians of the Galaxy? That one probably... I don't know about that, because that's on Game Pass now. When it hits Game Pass, that's definitely not a good sign for your game. No, joking. Oh wow, yeah. So this one, like, it peaked at probably like 4,000 players, right? So it's like if Google has to shell out millions of dollars to get these games on here, and then they only have 4,000 people, like not even saying 4,000 people, like that's still not even a good return. 4,000 people buying your $60 game, that's not a good return at all. You lost money there. You lost money. I don't know. Look at it that way, right? Like, I don't know. Call me crazy, but it's just, yeah. Because it's like, how much did Google spend on like Bioshock, or not Bioshock, Biohazard and Village? They spent like a cool, nice, like 7-8 million or so. Not that much, but spending a lot more to buy out studios and things like that. And then it costs so much to make a game, and then you only sell like 4,000 units of the game, or have at least 4,000 people playing the game at once. It's like, yeah, I don't know if that one's going to make it over here. I agree with that, bro. Yeah, exactly. And so that's why, again, like, I'm going to try to like not educate more people on it, but just try to be more verbal and stuff with it. Because it's just like, why the hell would Google want to buy this stuff if, again, the return is not going to be that much? The return has to be greater than what they're spending on it. They have to at least get revenue or profit from it. Like, if any of that does not happen, then why the fuck are they looking at those studios or buying them or buying this game or that game to be put on here? So instead, they'll just open up the gates and be like, hey, this is how how the games work on here. If you want to make a game on here, we got a nice incentive program. It's gonna be hard, yeah. It's almost like doing the extra credit or doing the hard work for things, right? It's gonna be paying off more because then more people are gonna be playing it. A lot more people, lower barrier of entry, right? So just again, it's almost like it's just a win-win situation, right? Like how Stadia is kind of getting things set right now, like especially with now bumping that incentive price to what it's like 75 now or 85 or something like that. So I think it's 85 now, 85% that you get. So it's just like now you get, so the people that are already in the ecosystem are getting more money now. So they're going to be pushing out more stuff, getting those people that are going to be porting things and getting the special, different processes down and things like that, so they can hammer out the whole process of getting a Windows game, if it is a Windows-based game, from either 32 to 64 or 64 to Linux and that type of thing. So there's many different things that still have to go through. Like say, okay, like what I mean, like Elden Ring is on here, right? But then the build might not be that great because there's so much so much maintenance and things that you have to do for that game, and then for other games too. So it's just like, again, it's so much work that no one wants to do, right? So that's why Stadia is also incentivizing it and also looking for people to help with that process, literally, quite literally. The job postings aren't because it's dead. It's just because, again, they've hit a bit of a snag roadblock because it's a cumbersome process to just get a game made into a Linux game and then also fit the bare bones of Stadia, with it not having really any libraries or utilities or anything on it, right? But then you have to build everything from the ground up in that same environment, and then also have that in there's so many different things. It's crazy. But just having that one or two games not on here, it's just like, oh, gonna cry? No, I'm not going to. I'm gonna just keep playing the games that I have already, and the games that are on here that I can just enjoy and spend a lot of hours on here. Because technically with the inled chart, there's like at least 2,000 or so hours that you can tuck away. That's a lot of time. That is a lot of time. And that's saying like, okay, so you only play like 5 hours a day, right? That's that's a long time. That's almost a year worth of games. So you don't have to buy anything. It's like a year and like couple months. If you do that, if you play like 4 or 5 hours a day, it's gonna last you like a year and a couple months to just even get through the pro library. That's not even the library that you bought, or free games. So that's crazy to think about too. Well, what's up, Cloud Validation? Nice to see you, brother. We're just talking some games, numbers, all that stuff. Coming up with some crazy realizations here. Like, I have 68 games on my Stadia Pro backlog, for example. I don't know when I'll get to them, but oh man, it's crazy. But nice to see you as well, Cloud Validation. Thanks for coming on by. We're just hanging out with Main Games, Ron Slusher. The Climax is in here too. We're just kind of vibing out here. No music because I know kind of do a lot of music and stuff. So, but yeah. Yeah, so we'll get more streams because I apologize earlier too because I was trying to do like a Dirt 5 stream, and some reason I lost like my Dirt 5 stream. So I don't know. I keep losing my streams. It pisses me off too because that was a good one. I had a lot of fun with the people that came in there as well. Me too. Tons of unplayed games. Yeah. Like I still have 24 games I got to do a first look at. And then I still have, like, again, just so many games on my backlog, so many games on my purchase backlog. Like I have a purchase backlog. Like I have a pro backlog and then I have a purchase backlog. Just because you got in here now, we'll go over like some of the purchase backlog, like the top 4 that I have. Wolfenstein, Youngblood, Destroy All Humans, and Little Big Workshop. All those went pro, and I wasted my money on those, at least for the first 2. Yep, pro since day one. Yeah, me too. I kept that thing on. Like, it's funny when people are like, "Oh, I gotta go turn my pro back on." It's like, you turned it off? There's so many games still to play on here. It's crazy. But those are just like the first like 3, and then I'm gonna try to get some Sekiro action in here too for the hardcore stuff. And then the next round of games after that would be like It Came From Space and Ate Our Brains. That'll be kind of just more so like just to grind achievements and stuff maybe. And then Piku Niku, and then Phoenix Point, and Saints Row the Third, actually, because I finally am able to start that, and then I got the 4th on Pro, which I didn't think I'd be able to, where that was going to happen, but I'm glad I bought the 3rd one. I do have it on Luna though, so I kind of wasted money on that, but at the same time, I don't care that some games are overlapped on Luna, because for what I pay for, like the $6, I get, it's like, I get like 60, 70 games, if so, give or take around there. So that's another round of games on top of my Stadia. So that's why I supplement it with my Stadia. So I go the 10 and then for Pro, and then I go $5.99 for Luna. It sucks that Luna is going to be going up in costs next month for the newer people and for, like, you know, other regions when it hits there, which really sucks. I don't know why they're doing that, but I don't know. I mean, even on there, it's just like they have so many different channels and things on there, and it's just like, unless that's like your only system, then I guess you could pay for the channels. But then even then, I still wouldn't be paying for all the channels. Like if I just had Luna, I'd be fine with the Luna Plus thing. Like I wouldn't really worry about the family thing or the retro, unless again that's stuff that you really, really want. But at the same time, that's another $10 on top of the $10. So then that turns a $10 service into 20, or if you sub now, $6 into 15 or more, actually, because those other channels are actually like $8 each. So yeah, it's interesting. It's interesting. And then it's just like funny how people aren't even on Luna, but they're saying like Luna's better and stuff. And it's just like, you don't even have it available over there for you. You're not even set up with it. You don't even play anything on it. So Luna's cool though. Definitely a nice alternative to Stadia, but I pair it with my Stadia. And it works perfectly that way. And then if I just like say, okay, Stadia is done and then Luna's just around, I don't even know if I'd keep that active, just because I'd probably just be going then to my, you know, console library then, or just literally try to just emulate stuff, just be catching up back on emulation, right, with the Chromebooks. But I don't know. There's still a lot of moving parts and still a lot of things going on out there. I think Google's here to stay. The summit kind of helped reinforce that a bit more. People didn't get the answers that they wanted. I kind of already got the stuff I wanted. I already kind of knew what was going to be happening, but it was just like, that's again where tempering your expectations can make or break your own experience. And that's how I also just treat life in general. It's like, I don't really expect anything. So when I get something, it's like, oh, wow, awesome. And just using that philosophy just has helped me with gaming, with everything, really. Just makes you grateful for everything that you have. Like, honestly, I have pretty much all the technology now that I need, outside of like getting like a better router or something like that. So it's really just up to me to just kind of maintain the devices and just make sure they all work properly. And as long as I do that, like hypothetically won't have to buy really anything outside of just buying games and paying for my bills. I won't really have to buy a system probably again. I'll probably buy like my big PC later this year. And then after that, like that's pretty much it. I might buy like the Xbox Z or whatever one comes out after that. But even still, like that X right there is probably going to be used for the next 4 or 5 years. And then even when that next system comes out, whether it's a portable system or another type of Xbox type system, I mean, I'll be set with Stadia, having more games there, having games on Luna, still having my Switch, still have like, you guys don't even know, I have a huge list of imports to go through and buy for Switch. Like, I'm not even playing with that stuff either. There's like a lot of games on Switch that I gotta get. Like, I'm joking, if I were a millionaire, I don't know if I'd be one that would last because I'd buy all the games that I have listed and then I'd probably run out of money. But but it's just like, I don't know. I love games. I love each system as well. Nothing against PlayStation, but it's just, again, I never really had a PlayStation system myself. I played the first PlayStation and then I had the second PlayStation with my cousin, like was mostly playing hers. And then PlayStation 3, I just kind of would play at people's houses. I had a 360, so I didn't really need that. And then PlayStation 4 comes out. I had an Xbox One S. The PlayStation 5 comes out. I got Xbox Series X because there wasn't any PlayStation 5s. I was actually going to try to get a PlayStation 5, but I got a Microsoft email. So I was just like, okay, I'll just get this right now then. And that's what I did. So, and that was actually in January. So it's like, even still now, like I haven't even seen any PlayStation 5s available. So that's going to be another thing that's going to hurt PlayStation in a way. Because I already know, like right now, in at least the EU right now, like Xbox is surpassing PlayStation, which is quite monumental to think about, right? So it's just going to be a matter of time before the needle passes over here in the US, just because of stock and because of how things are available. Like there's more Xbox One S's available than there's PlayStation 5s, digital or the regular version. Like maybe you can get away with finding a digital, but who wants that for your PlayStation 5? I already got to worry about the damn memory and having, what is it, like 200 or 300 gigabytes used up already for the system or something like that. Crazy. I don't know what it is. But that's the best thing about the cloud services providers. They pay for all the upgrade costs exactly. Exactamundo. You got it right on the nail on the head there. That is exactly why. Because I mean, for my past, like I used to be a PC gamer. I spent $300 or $400 for the PC parts that I got 2010, but I also got my motherboard from my friend. I got the CPU from my friend, the RAM from my friend. What else? The hard drive from my friend. So those are like 4 different things. I only had to buy a graphics card and a case, and I was set. That was pretty nice. That was pretty nice when I did that. And that was like 2010. That was my potato PC that I used, and I played like WoW and League of Legends, StarCraft, a lot of unhealthy stuff, right? Some like Counter-Strike, Left 4 Dead 1, and a little bit of 2. Was able to run it at the time, but then later, you know, here comes patches and bigger upgrades for the games, more implementation, more files that it has. It needs more RAM, so I can't. Like that was the funny part. I got actually stopped on a lot of games because I didn't have enough RAM. I have only 3 gigs of RAM on my PC. It's 2 1.56 on there. I don't know why, but that's what I got. Never really actually upgraded them, but I could maybe go back and try it. But there's really no reason to go and upgrade off of that motherboard, though. It's so old. But it was his mom's PC, and I just kind of like, he gave it to me and I used it, and it worked for a while. Like I get like 30 FPS for WoW and stuff and things like that. Maybe no, like it'd be like 20, 15 FPS. So I was playing like around there, and then sometimes I go play on his and be like above 60 or 120. And yeah, that's also like kind of how like my gaming, it doesn't really bother me like that Stadia doesn't have all the frames, because I grew up like playing on less than 30 frames. I was playing on like 15, 20 frames, if not 10 for some things. So I don't know. That's where like the frame stuff doesn't really bother me. The more frames, it's like more stuff I got to be looking at though, to be honest. Like my mind kind of just get like when I go turn on the Xbox, I'm like, oh my gosh. But it's still nice, but it's just like that's also not an end all be all. Like people are upset that Stadia doesn't have the 120 FPS, but it's like, hold on. Before we even get the 120 FPS, we need to also just iron out how we even make these games on here first. So then once that is more, ironed out and foolproof, then that's where more games will come. And then that's where we can also then turn around and start offering it in other places, other demographics, other markets. So it's all just going to be a matter of time, and the like climax or shout out the climax or the apex of the whole thing is really just going to be when like that is ironed out. And then that's where there's going to be just an insane amount of games that are just pumped into Stadia, which could happen within the next like year or two, I think, just because, again, the whole development part of it has actually come a long way. Because if you look at the games that are available now versus the games that were available, around like the same time in the first year, it is crazy. And then the amount of changes that they've done is crazy. And just to be doing this basically from scratch is also crazy. But people don't think about it that way. They still have the console mindset. Oh, it should be just copy paste and get this game and buy the studio and get this thing here. No. You got to buy the studio and then make the game from the ground up pretty much, and just kind of just do all that, right? Got to get your hands dirty. There's not too many people that like to do that anymore. But I don't know. Enough ranting on that though. But it's just I love Stadia so much, and it boggles me that so many people don't even know about it. And then I blow my friends' minds literally like by showing them the stuff, and then they're just like, "Wait, how long has this been out?" And it's just like, well, it's been out for a couple of years. You're just too busy downloading and updating your systems and other things to notice. So yeah, it's definitely a long road, cloud validation. I agree. Definitely a long road. But I'm here to stay, and there's a lot of games still to play and beat. Until I guess I beat those games, I guess I can be that person that has that voucher right to be like, there's no games on Stadia because I beat them all, right? But until that happens, there's a lot of games on Stadia, right? Like, I don't know, man. It's crazy to think about again. Like, sure, yeah, like Monster Hunter big games aren't on here, but there's big enough games on here. And other games like that people have not even tried or played yet still. So that's also just crazy to think about. What is this? Oh, that's cool. It's like, what is that under my desk? But yeah, I hope you guys are enjoying the show tonight. We're just kind of talking. Trying to think what else we got left to talk about, but that's kind of what I had, because we made that shooters list, then we kind of went over some other lists and things to first looks. I guess for you, since you just popped in here, cloud validation, our first looks that we're looking at too. First like 4 here is like Into the End, Shantae's Receives Revenge, Hotline Miami, and then SpongeBob. So try to get those done, like not today, with like maybe do like 1 or 2 today, and then maybe do another stream. I got to do a restream of Dirt 5, and then I would like to do Destiny 2 and some other stuff too tonight, but we'll see. We shall see. But yeah, I'm probably gonna take a food break. No, I'll probably get into some more gaming here actually. Very long, like I am. True. Yeah, it's a long road, man. It's a long road. It's gonna take a while for things to be ironed out, and then again, once that is, it's gonna be crazy. The amount of games that are coming in here, and then like once people see more of like more of the publishers see, like other publishers kind of coming in and seeing like, hey, it's not that hard to get these things going. You just got to do this, this, and this, and there it is. But it's not like that for every game. Trust me, definitely not. Really depends on how the game is, like the engine that's on it. There's a lot of different things that go into, consideration before a game is even like made on a system, because it's like, can you do Unreal Engine 4 stuff or 5 stuff on here? A little bit. What are you doing? I got a cat just climbing this stuff over here. Oh, what are you doing up here? Huh? What are you doing? This is Zona, my little Black Panther. She just, look at her. She sits on top of my mesh chair and is clawing this mesh. And then she steals my seat. That's actually kind of like her bed, because when I go to sleep, she'll go sleep on the chair. So I don't know. It kind of sucks because she just sleeps on my chair all day, and then I'm stuck standing for a while. But I'm going to just give everyone a quick shout out. And we might actually cut the show down at this point here, but appreciate each and every one of you guys that came on by. We're just kind of talking the stuff, talking some games. Stadia has a lot of games still to go through and beat. Man, it's going to be a long road, like you guys are saying, and I'm here to do it with you. Roll with you guys here. But thanks for coming on by, Ron Slusher. Appreciate you, brother. Main Games, thank you, thank you. The Climax, thanks for coming on by. And Cloud Validation as well. Appreciate you guys. Hope you enjoyed the show. If you're watching the video, the VOD back, shout out to the VOD squad. Thank you guys as well. We'll be going in the morning for Chill Times of Squids, and then we'll probably do some streams tonight. Probably a couple first looks, Dirt 5, and then maybe Destiny 2 and something else. Maybe we'll see. But I'm going to go get off here and then make some food, come back, and then we'll probably get all those streams going, and then I'll go to sleep again. We'll get the next day going, and then tomorrow is another day, right? To be playing more games. So I'm excited. But if anything, be sure to smash that like button if you haven't already. Subscribe if you feel the vibe. Hit that bell as well so you know when we're live here. But don't do anything I wouldn't do, which is a lot. No, I'm just kidding. But I will talk with you all later. I'll be coming back maybe in I don't want to give it time, maybe like an hour, I'd say, or hour and a half. Because just, I don't know, I got to make food and then I got to do some other things. Cats are all right now. I was going to check their stuff. I think they're pretty much set right now, but it's just, yeah, Chilean. Right? There's a lot of games, man. But saying there's no games on here, I think that's the end of the argument with that stuff, right? Like, I think you can't say that argument really anymore. But people will say that still. But yeah, peace out, Cloud Validation. Peace out, the Climax. Thank you guys. And I'll check you guys in the morning, if not on these later night streams. But peace out, Squids out. Bye.